Hi everyone. So I'm recording this message from Tasmania. You can see from outside my window. I'm here for Australian New Zealand Marketing Academy Conference 2024, and I need to check my camera. There you go, much better. So it was a long journey from Bristol, United Kingdom. There were 3 flights involved, but it worked. I'm currently desperately trying not to fall asleep. The advice I've been given with such a big time difference, it's actually 11 hours from London, British summertime. With such a big time difference, you have to expose yourself to sunshine and daylight as much as possible, which I'm trying to do, and just push through. So my aim is to push through until 5 p.m., which will be still early, but I'm hoping that'll help my biological clock to reset for more or less local time-ish. So I wanted to share 3 things. First, I had a very long layover, so connecting flights between London, Dubai, and Dubai, Sydney. So between these two, I had a long connection in Dubai. And it was my first time in Dubai. And for anyone who's been there, who have heard many things about the place, it's obviously something out of ordinary. It's so amazing. It's unbelievable how they built this vision from, a desert to this amazing place. It's very rich, it's culturous, it's very welcoming, it's extremely friendly, very safe. And it just feels very abundant in many different ways. Then I had a flight that was I was really concerned about that, about how I'll take the flight, because if I sit for too long, my back starts moaning. And it was 14-hour flight. I was fortunate enough to have been able to book extra legroom seat, but it turned out the flight was half empty, and the flight attendants allowed me to kind of stretch my legs and to take the whole row, so the 3 seats. So it was very comfortable, actually. And I arrived into Sydney, and from Dubai airport, where you have many people working as, helping a customer service, advising, directing, navigating, just people everywhere. Employees are everywhere, helping you to get to where you want to get to. They'll help you, they'll advise you, they'll point you in the right direction, they'll tell you what you need to be doing at the passport, the border as you check out to check into the Dubai. They give you a free SIM card, for example, that only lasts for a day, but still, they want you there. They want you to stay there, to be there, to marvel at their greatness. I mean, I'm talking about Dubai as if it was a person. And then it's a sharp contrast to when you arrive in Sydney. It's very low key. It's very cool. It's very chilled. Very relaxed. I couldn't see any touristic information center at the airport. The airport is very low key as well. And it's just very different. Well, another funny thing is that, people talk about sunny Australia, and I arrived there. It was nice and warm, but it was not sunny. It was raining. It was like a really raining evening, which I thought was just hilarious. Anyway, it was nice and pleasantly warm because when I left Bristol, it was something like 0 degrees in the morning. I had to defrost my car and all these kind of things. And my final leg of flight was to Hobart in Tasmania. And Tasmania is even more laid back and relaxed and just low key. So the 3 things that I have noted for myself. First thing, drink what local people drink. So I tried Americano, which they call long black here. I tried flat white. Yeah, they both were very not to my taste. And then I noticed no one's actually drinking hot coffee. People here, it's about 25, 28 degrees. People here are drinking ice cold iced teas, iced coffees. So I thought, okay, you know what, I'll try it. And I tried ice latte and it was delicious. So next time I'll just observe what everyone's drinking in a new place and try the same. You know, there were obviously a chance that I wouldn't like it, but it was absolutely amazing. Second thing is, you know what? Pigeons are the same worldwide. I don't know how they evolved to really appear in every single corner of our world and how they managed to just stay the same. You know, for example, there is a seagull. There are seagulls here as well in Tasmania, but they look slightly differently. So they look like someone kind of put a bright red lipstick on their beaks. So slightly different. You can tell they're not British seagulls. Um, but pigeons are the same. They're the same here. They're the same in Europe. They're the same in America and Canada, and everywhere I've been to. And I'm sure if we go to there's now Greenland, there'll be some some pigeons there as well. So I think when they say, like in the joke way, jokingly, if something goes wrong in our world, cockroaches will be the ones to survive. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think pigeons will survive. Pigeons. And so the final thing is, I went to the farmers market that happens on Sundays in that particular place in Hobart City Centre. And it was beautiful. It was so relaxed and positive and chilled and just, natural products and natural foods. And the foods that were very varied. So there was something like British like, but Australian version. There were loads of different Asian cultural cuisines. It was just fantastic. And I saw peonies. So peonies are my favorite flowers. And obviously in the UK, there's just one, all Europe as well, continental Europe, there's one season for peonies. And it lasts for maybe a couple of weeks and then they're gone. And I'm attempting to grow peonies in my front garden as well. And this year, after 3 years of no flowers, I had one massive flower. It was so beautiful. It made me very, very happy. But only one, and I have 3 different separate plants. And I realized, looking at these peonies, that in some corner of our planet, it's peony season. And that made me feel very happy, and that made me feel like there should always be a certain perspective to what we experience in life. Last time I felt like that was the first time that I ever flew. It was I was 20, and it was my first air travel. And it was a cloudy day, I think, because when we went up through the clouds, I saw the sun. And now I think maybe it sounds a bit naive, but I was like, oh my God, sun is always out there. Just sometimes we don't see it because of the clouds. It's so kind of similar thing. It's always a peony season somewhere on our planet. It's important to know that. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to the conference starting tomorrow. As I mentioned, I'm planning on going to bed. I need to survive for 2 more hours. I feel very, very sleepy. And also, what surprises me, I receive no empathy from people I mentioned my jet lag state to. Like people at the hotel, at least they could have just said, "Oh," or some sort of empathetic reaction, because they're telling me something. I was asked to repeat themselves, and they just said, "I'm sorry, I'm 12 hours behind in the time zone," and they just ignored it completely. I thought that was a bit, mean, but hey. So 2 more hours, and then I'm gonna go to bed, and wake up tomorrow, hopefully Australian time. There is registration of the conference tomorrow, and lots of presentations. There's a keynote, there is a gala opening as well. Really looking forward to hearing about the latest state of the art in marketing education, in marketing in general, marketing strategy. Artificial intelligence is a big theme of the conference this year. In fact, the theme of the conference is artificial intelligence and sustainability, something like that. So really interesting, really meaningful, and looking forward to seeing how marketing is done in this part of the planet. I'm literally, all the way halfway through the planet Earth, on the other side of the planet, which just the idea itself makes me so excited and alive and happy. As I was walking to the farmer's market today, someone stopped me, a woman stopped me and said, "Excuse me, I just wanted to say how lovely your smile is. Keep smiling." And I must have just walked around with my massive grin on my face. A real, true feeling, really. Being here means a lot to me and means that I feel a lot more part of this global marketing academic community. And marketing is and it can be a real force for good. Okay, that's me, day 0 rather, in ANZMAC 2024 in Tasmania. I will be recording a message every day. My own presentation is on Tuesday, 2 p.m. That's like 1 a.m. UK time, but I was told not to think about it this way. I just kind of constantly, completely immersed in local time. And yeah, let's see what the day brings.